I think that when people hear about work with horses and equine facilitated learning, they really have to come and experience it for themselves. They could read a little blurb on the internet or in a magazine and think, well, that sounds cool, but how is that going to work for me? I have yet to uh, not have someone have some sort of a breakthrough or a profound experience when they're in the presence of horses.
It was amazing being around the horses. They're so massive and majestic, and it was a very powerful experience, especially after having had, I don't remember how long it was, but we had had a couple of hours working with Carmen, and so all my senses were heightened, and it was a pretty exciting moment.
Usually, I'm not so comfortable around such large creatures. I actually felt kind of comfortable around the horses that day, especially around Grace when I was in the arena with her.
I found myself to be really enchanted by being around them. And I'd say it was magical for me, really.
There's many lovely, beautiful applications for horses, but I think now that we're becoming more self-aware as a society, people want to be in touch with who they are authentically and maybe do their work to live healthier, happier lives. Horses can do so much to help us on that journey of self-discovery, and you have to come and experience it in order to really realize it. It's just one of those things that it will blow your mind when you do it. They make me somehow feel more connected with everything, with with the world, with my family, with the interactions I have with other people. It just seems to feed my soul somehow when I'm with them.
You really feel their majesty and power. And having worked with Carmen before we saw them, I was really sensitized to them and felt very, very aware both of their presence and their force and my own, and the kind of dance that happens between the two.
I would think being in the arena with Grace kind of brought almost like a sense of humility, I would think. She kind of kept me safe, I think. She kind of knew what I was doing better than I knew what I was doing.
You know what? I think there's something to be said for transposing what I saw in the horse onto human beings. They are a different species, and you're getting to communicate with them in a way that you never did before. And I think it's going to make it a little easier to communicate with people. Just because if you can find a way to communicate with a horse, then you can definitely communicate with people who speak a language.
Without them, I don't know that I would be um, able to deal with the day-to-day stresses as well as I do. They allow us to be in the moment. They allow us to be um, just present and come to them with really no agenda.
I think this kind of work is fantastic for everyone. On a professional level and on a personal level. If you want to be effective in how you communicate and get along with people, I find this work really, really exciting and empowering.
If I can approach a large creature like Grace without my heart racing, I would imagine that could be helpful in an occupation where your heart would be racing all the time.
Why would I recommend? Well, there's a lot of reasons why I would recommend it. I mean, first of all, the place is fantastic. It's just magnificent. And Carmen is an incredible person to be around and to learn from. I would recommend it because it's a very special thing to be around horses, and it changes your life.
So you experience it, you don't really get it, but